Hello, so lovely, good evening. Welcome to Camnet Television News. My name is Jeffrey Yambo to present. We apologize for bringing the news late. This is due to circumstances beyond our control. The top stories in the news tonight: 300 gender-based violence survivors in Lusaka's Kanyama constituency to benefit from CDF. Mr. Zambia welcomes government's move to waive off tax on broadcasting equipment. Government notes to close bars and restaurants complying with the set cholera guidelines. In international news, Israel bombs the south and kills dozens. And in sports news, FIFA Pro Copper Queens signed $100,000 image rights deal. These are more stories coming up shortly after this break.
It's a January back-to-school promotion bonanza at Darren Bay. Take advantage of our massive price discounts and turn your wonderful school-going kids into stars. With a cornrows hairstyle going at only 30 kwacha for kids below 13 years and 50 kwacha for kids above 13 years, your child is guaranteed that neat and trusted, classy look. This curly, knotless hairstyle is going for as little as 150 kwacha from as high as 200 kwacha, wigs included. Now that's a classy saving. The sleek ponytail going at 80 kwacha from 120 kwacha makes your little one look like a true princess. Gift your pretty one with this lovely natural twist for as low as 60 kwacha from 100 kwacha, beads included. Now that's a cute saving. Your princess will look stunning in this curly ponytail at only 90 kwacha from the original 110 kwacha. Now that is a great deal. You will find us along Mosi Road, 4th Close, on the left after Kalikiliki Police Post in Ibex Hill, Lusaka. We are open from 0720 to 17 hours, 7 days a week. Call us for appointment bookings on 0772 870588 or WhatsApp on 0972 049213. Darren B, a touch of class.
Hello again, the news in detail. The Lusaka High Court has granted former Kabushi Member of Parliament Bowman Lusambo's plea for a paternity test to be conducted against the 4 children of a Lusaka woman to ascertain whether he is the father or not. This is a matter where Mercy Coham had dragged the former lawmaker to court, alleging that she was in a relationship with him and fathered her 4 children. In a ruling, the court says the application is well-founded and the proper way of providing the best evidence before the court. In the previous submissions, Mr. Lusambo denied the allegations and told the court that he had never engaged in any sexual relationship with the plaintiff. He also asked the court to order the plaintiff to retract and apologize to him, among other reliefs. But Coham, on the other hand, demands child maintenance amounting to 13,900 kwacha per month. More than 300 gender-based violence survivors in Lusaka's Kanyama compound are set to be empowered through the Constituency Development Fund (CDF). In an interview with Camnet News, Concerned Citizens for Justice and Human Rights Executive Director Richard Nkua says the Office of the Area Member of Parliament has come up with this initiative to empower the 300 GBV survivors with startup business capital. He observed that victims of gender-based violence are usually socially and economically excluded, adding that this hampers economic development at household and national levels. He pointed out that empowerment is an eye-opener to others who may still be facing GBV. Speaking on behalf of other benefiting GBV survivors, Ruth Perry says the empowerment will help them venture into business and uplift their living standards.
Kupezeka bamuna banamwalira na pogwira tiribe na madaliso yamene anatipasa mulungu atendani mukazuze ziko uli na family koma ma families kulibo amene angakutandize olo kuti niende nikapempe pali babululu banga kulinganiza na family yamene ni nayo kupaka kulibo amene anganitandize so monga iyi group iyi project yamene yabwera iyi tagwiririra kulinganza kuti abo bantu bazachita bwanji bazatitandiza kupitira mwamene tima muma situations yambiri yamene timapisheko
kwebadzi tuleba tukwateko capital ya kwebadzi tuleshitisha at least ile tuwafuirishako ukuchito kulaikala pamayanda so tulia bansansa sana pali programu ngachakwe bati batupera kwa kati konse twambo kulachita kwa business ili yonse fyofine tule afuilisha kwa abana kuma schools tatwete mpyasha kwa batwaida kuma schools so at least tule chitanani kale kwa bati tule batwalida kutule supporta kwa abana besu because sometimes kula badi mbi aba ome besu bare afye mukulanwa so ifo fwe bana mayo ifo fwe bafuidi okwima
lando dakabwera kusowa vochita paipepe no yimirira amuna banafani kudala banakusira abana umba kuti utulukushe ndeba bana pezeka mu street setufuna kuti boma tiyanganire kuti tichite bwanji tiyimirire tibenango tilibe pogwira kuti tingaende pali ya bululu angatipese bakudya kulipe so ife temene tiliko na mphamvu tufuna boma itithandizire itipaseko capital tiambe kusithandi.
We are also, I think, let me take advantage over this. We are also appealing to women. They should not be dependent on men. They should start doing one or two things so that when they are abused, they can stand on their own. The challenge that we are having right now, why our women are dying, why our sisters are dying, our mothers are dying, because they don't have where to get the source of feeding their children, how they can survive. So therefore, they will still stick to the abusive husbands. They can still stick to their the violent husbands because they don't have anything to help them to survive in their.
A 22-year-old man from Kanyama West has been found dead in his house in unclear circumstances. Kelly Perry's body was found lifeless Tuesday, the 9th of January 2024, by his neighbors around mid-morning. Makeni Villa Ward 14 Councillor Fred Mumba, who was alerted by the community members, says the cause of death has not been established as his body was found in a decomposed state.
A 22-year-old man of Kanyama West area in Lusaka's Kanyama constituency has been found dead in the early hours of Tuesday by his neighbors in his house. Kelly Perry's body was discovered on Tuesday morning but was only picked Wednesday afternoon on allegations that the deceased might have died to cholera. Makeni Villa Ward 14 Councillor Fred Mumba, who was informed by the community, is disappointed by the police and clinic staff for failing to pick the decomposed body on Tuesday, 9th January 2024, after being informed. Mr. Mumba says the cause of death has not been established.
One of our man there was actually staying alone, has died in the house. The root cause of death not yet ascertained. So we are actually on the ground right now. The officers, combined with the team from health, have come to pick the remains of our brother. As we are speaking now, they are inside doing the spraying of the house and doing the needful. You know, we are amidst the cholera issue now. We're suspecting to say it could be one of the reasons why our brother is found this way. Otherwise, we are on the ground. Very soon the officers will do their duty.
By broadcast time, police confirmed the development but was still gathering information regarding the death of the 22-year-old. Cherish Sibote for Camnet News, Lusaka.
The Siavonga Town Council has with immediate effect suspended the Monday market activities due to the escalating cases of cholera outbreak in the country. Council Chairperson Given Kwapu says the move is meant to curb the spread of the disease. According to Mr. Kwapu, the market will remain closed until further notice. Here's a report.
In an effort to prevent the further spread of cholera, Siavonga Town Council has with immediate effect suspended the Monday market activities at the harbour. This follows the escalating cases of cholera outbreak in the country. The district has so far not recorded any case of the disease, and the local authority is keen to ensure that no case is recorded by putting in place stringent measures. Council Chairperson Given Kwapu says the move to suspend Monday market is meant to ensure that the district is free from cholera.
You are aware of what is happening na ijitiga mujisi ya Zambia. Ibulwazi bwa cholera bwasiga muma senasi yenisieni. Ababo twajibona utijirerera, it is fit to inform members of the public that ibu senambotu sambalila na butegwa imande market walo ogo bantu nkoba jita imagwebo where they sell a lot of things of different kind. It's one of the possible areas mbusena bumumbo tuyera uti ingaburwazi bwatu sigira oga ngumuti umande market abobo twajibona utijirerera. We have seen it fit that we suspend the operations, or should I say the business at Monday market until further notice. Twaimiga imagwebo agu Monday market ibwaji indivyo ijihonto tubone masimpe wamba utoburwazi na bwarwana buti amuntu wabika hii oga gutegwa ibantu bakwani he igusambala igabotu busena buyambu honto. So twayowa wuti tuzumanane bantu mboba huli dobuya bantu bazwa amasiyenisieni bazwa ukafyuwe bazwa kulusaga baboro kuno eyo nga yatuletera bano bogweso. So let's take this notice as a very serious notification that Monday market taigo iguba until further notice.
But some traders at Monday market have received the news of the suspension with sadness, saying this is their only source of income. They have since called on the council to reconsider its decision.
Dandaula maningi pankani ya Monday market. Tupe mpako Monday market msajirani kuniche solution inangu ili yonse ya kuti tungatanziremo bana. Tumajera Monday market tulipira bana ba school Monday market. Manje bakavala Monday market. Tuzasurvive bwanji twa papa ta please. Munga tutandizireko kapena mtu konzera ko toilet kapena mtu pasiko solution inangu kuti tutandizire bana please mukaivala tuzafa na bana njoma mine tumajera njoma mine tuma ona bana ba school bonse please twa papa ta boss mututandizeko cheva kanso tutandizeko please.
Meanwhile, following the public outcry to the local authority to consider reopening of business activities at the Monday market, Council Public Relations Officer Gwendolini Mwanza Mchenga says business operations at the market will remain closed until cholera cases reduce.
As a local authority, looking at the number of cholera cases that are being recorded on a daily basis, and also that includes the death rate concerning cholera issues. So our position still stands. We will only allow business activities to resume at Monday market when cholera cases reduces. So our only appeal to our marketeers, we know that most of them, that's where their income come from. But as a local authority, I think our hands are very tight. We cannot allow business activities to be taking place, and when cholera cases are escalating. So I think on that one, they need to bear with us as a local authority.
Monday market activities, which take place every Monday at the harbour within the Central Business District, attracts traders from within Siavonga, Chikankata, Gwembe, Lusaka, Chirundu, among other districts. Camnet TV News, Siavonga.
As the country continues to battle the cholera outbreak, in the non-governmental organizations have joined the fight against the disease. Keeper Zambia Foundation and Oxfam International donated non-food items worth 1.6 million kwacha to be distributed in Chilanga district and parts of Chawama constituency. Among the donated items are hand-washing buckets, soap and chlorine, among others. Here's a report.
As the country continues to battle the cholera outbreak, non-government organizations have joined the fight against the disease. Keepers Zambia Foundation and Oxfam International have donated non-food items worth about 1.6 million kwacha to be distributed to households in Chilanga district and parts of Chawama constituency. Among the donated items are hand-washing buckets, soap and chlorine, among others. Speaking during the distribution flag-off ceremony, Keepers Zambia Foundation Executive Director Ezra Banda says there's need for concerted efforts in combating the disease.
Action started on the 15th December 2023. For obvious reason, this is a disaster and it is an emergency, so we needed to act before we even call upon you to do the official launch. Among the actions we are doing is the provision of chlorine, ORS and soap, so that we promote hygiene as well as home treatment for the people immediately they suspect some cholera in themselves. Also, we managed to train some community-based volunteers who are here, our good people, with a lot of liking and humility in terms of helping the people in the ground. So they are doing a lot of campaigns and raising awareness about cholera.
Yvonne Chibiya is Oxfam country representative.
We've targeted about 1,200 households where we have distributed what you are seeing, a lot of non-food items.
Gracing the event, Chilanga Town Council Chairperson Champion Tembo and District Commissioner David Shireni emphasized the need for every individual to take responsibility by keeping high standard of personal hygiene.
This place where we sit is a hotspot in Chilanga. That must be noted, and we will be vulnerable with cholera year in, year out, as long as the water and sanitation problem is not corrected. So while it is welcome that we put our efforts together to try and control the epidemic now, we know we still have a job, even after the rain season, to make sure that the water that our people are drinking is safe.
We need all of us to come on board. And I'm so happy that here in front, we have you people here who have offered yourselves. You are sacrificing your effort and time to help our fellow citizens, our brothers and sisters, by first sensitizing them. So we need to sensitize so that all our people should be able to know the importance of keeping themselves, keeping high standards of hygiene.
Community members who have dedicated their services to the fight against the disease are delighted with a gesture.
Then pantu tifozi peleka kwa tati tisenzere pamozi na community kuthandizirana. Yes. Otherwise ngoti vapitirize na mtima wabwino.
Antu hygiene rangi bali. Mzapeza binyalala ndoti bayizifulu musamalira bana kuleka loka bangoenda mulimanzi. So tubachita sensitize etu yakire ko nzeri manyi ku hygiene so that yasadwale koleka.
Vincent Piri for Camnet TV News. Chilanga.
The sewage problem in Lusaka's Munali constituency in Kaunda Square Stage 1 remains unresolved amid the ongoing cholera outbreak in the country. A check by Camnet News Wednesday, 10th January 2024 in the area found the effluent flowing whilst residents went on with their business. One of the concerned residents, Makeni Museke, says the sewage overflow in the area is historical and the recent overflow commenced about 3 months ago. President Hakainde Hichilema Tuesday during his cholera media interaction stressed the need to find a lasting solution to the disease. More in the following report.
This is the state of the sewer network in Lusaka's Kaunda Square Stage 1 amid the cholera outbreak which has claimed over 270 lives in the country. The historical sewage overflow in the area has many affected Sawasawa Road. Some residents spoken to have wondered how the sewage challenge has been left unresolved for many years.
Initially we've had this problem for close to 2 months to 3 months. I think you can see, and we've got children, so apparently we've had this problem for a long time. And you see we've got a problem of cholera now. So I think the government should try and help us in any way.
So what I'm trying to illustrate is the condition of this Sawasawa Road, County Stage 1. These sewers, they are sewering too much.
Munari Ward 38 Councillor Mirupi Lubasi, however, says his office, in collaboration with the area member of parliament, have commenced measures to address the challenge.
Yes, so the measures that were put in place, since we have had this problem, as you are aware, the last 3 months, we are trying to replace the squatting toilets with the sitting toilets. That we have done. So now, we're just waiting. We wrote a letter. Our MP is working on it. We want Lusaka to come and replace the small pipes, the small system, because we have small pipes, so that we can put the bigger pipes.
With President Hakainde Hichilema Tuesday expressing the need to find a lasting solution to the cholera situation, especially in Lusaka, these are areas of concern which needs attention. For Camnet TV News, Afias Kaptula, Lusaka.
The government says it will not close bars and restaurants that are complying with the set cholera guidelines by the Ministry of Health. Speaking in an interview, Local Government and Rural Development Permanent Secretary Mambo Hamaundu says they are working towards improving sanitation levels to mitigate the outbreak. He says it will be counterproductive to shut down businesses with the current state of the economy.
Since October 2023, when the cholera cases were recorded, the caseload has been escalating, leading to concerns about whether to cut down on public gatherings in places such as bars, restaurants, and churches. While those in the eatery business, such as restaurants, fear worse actions in combating the further spread of the disease. Permanent Secretary in charge of administration in the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, Mambo Hamaundu, says the government will not close down bars and restaurants as long as they comply with the health guidelines that have been set by the Ministry of Health. Mr. Hamaundu says businesses cannot be closed down with the current economic status of the country and has urged restaurants and bars to maintain high levels of hygiene as a measure to curb the further spread of the disease.
All of you to maintain high levels of hygiene. If you do not maintain high levels of hygiene, I'm afraid to say that we will instruct the local authorities to deal with you and deal with you accordingly. And this may include closure. So for now, we have not made any blanket statement to say bars will be closed or restaurants will be closed or markets will be closed, because we think that is not opportune. But the message at the end of the day is let us ensure that we maintain high levels of cleanliness wherever we are as business operators.
The Permanent Secretary has further instructed street food vendors at the Cholera Center at Hero Stadium to desist from selling food items in that area as it can spread cholera.
I think the council will immediately take action on that matter, and those people must be taken out of there, because the risk is even higher now that there's a cholera center nearby, so you cannot have people selling goods or edible stuff near a cholera center.
Meanwhile, Lusaka restaurant owners have appreciated the government's move and vowed to heed to the health guidelines.
Restaurant
banja mambale muntu akaposa mbama yozinga isopo ya kumanja and then manzi tumatira mo chlorine.
Cherish Sibote for Camnet News, Lusaka.
The Engineering Institution of Zambia and the Department of Immigration have signed a memorandum of understanding aimed at coordinating the verification of engineering professionals entering the country. Speaking during the signing ceremony Wednesday morning in Lusaka, EIZ Registrar and Chief Executive Officer Engineer David Kamungu says the MOU will help the institution know the number of foreign engineering professionals and organizations coming into the country for work. Meanwhile, Department of Immigration Director General Japhet Lishomwa says the MOU symbolizes a deliberate effort to formalize the long-standing relationship between the two institutions. More in this report.
The Engineering Institution of Zambia EIZ and the Department of Immigration have signed a memorandum of understanding to enhance collaboration between the two institutions. The MOU is aimed at ensuring that only qualified individuals are given work permits in the engineering sector in the country. Speaking during the signing ceremony in Lusaka Wednesday morning, EIZ Registrar and Chief Executive Officer Engineer David Kamungu says the MOU will furnish the institution with a number of engineers as well as entities coming into the country.
Furthermore, through this MOU, we'll be able to achieve maximum skills transfer to our local engineering professionals at all levels of practice. EIZ is looking forward to having a long-term relationship with the Department of Immigration so as to maintain the quality of engineering works by scrutinizing the qualifications of engineering professionals migrating to Zambia to work and practice.
Department of Immigration Director General Dr. Japhet Lishomwa says a significant number of applications for work permits fall in the engineering sector and the MOU will facilitate the scrutiny of professionals.
We need to support each other in order to execute our respective mandates effectively. Hence the importance of this MOU being signed this morning. For the Department of Immigration, this kind of collaboration is underscored in the national migration policy that calls for a whole of government and whole of society approach to effective migration management that leaves no one behind.
Dr. Lishomwa says given the critical nature of engineering to the economy, the MOU will ensure that there is no room for error as the department admits expatriates into the country.
Among other sensitive duties, engineers design, plan and supervise the construction of buildings and ensure their safety and stability against hazards. Therefore, we shall continue to consult EIZ on licensing foreign professionals, units and organizations as part of our work permit issuance process. Further, I would like to seize this opportunity to invite other professional bodies to come on board and escalate our collaboration to the level of signing MOUs.
With Zambia witnessing a surge in infrastructure development as well as in the mining sector, both which attract expatriate workers, such a partnership can therefore not be understated. For Camnet TV News, Afias Kaptula, Lusaka.
The Media Institute of Southern Africa, MISA Zambia, has welcomed government's move to waive off tax for 3 years on broadcasting equipment. Chapter President Laurent Chisanga says this move presents an opportunity for both newly licensed and existing broadcasting stations to enhance their capabilities and contribute to the improvement of the media landscape. Ms. Chisanga says the tax holiday is a strategic move that encourages technological investments and ensures that media houses stay at the forefront of delivering high-quality content to the public. Recently, the government issued Statutory Instrument Number 67 of 2023, prompting a 3-year suspension of customs and excise duty on broadcasting equipment lasting up to 31/2026.
Media Institute of Southern Africa, MISA Zambia, commends the government for its forward-thinking approach in fostering the growth and development of the media industry through the recent announcement of a 3-year tax holiday on broadcasting equipment. This landmark initiative, as outlined in the statutory instrument number 67 of 23, presents an invaluable opportunity for both newly licensed and existing broadcasting stations to enhance their capabilities and contribute to the enrichment of the media landscape. The 3-year suspension of customs and excise duty extending until December 31st, 2026 is a significant step towards promoting technological advancement and innovation within the broadcasting sector.
This is Camnet Television Main News. We take our first break. Join us for more news after the break.
Potatoes, the unsung heroes of flavor. From crispy chips to creamy mash, potatoes are the versatile superstars of your kitchen. Grown with love by our dedicated workforce drawn from around the community of Palavana. Savenda Farm's commitment is to see to it that we have potatoes that are grown right, healthy, big and tasty. For that quick fix or big celebration or that meal that brings family together, top chefs rely on the Savenda potato to create culinary masterpieces. And for others, it's that icebreaker to a delightful conversation. So, embrace the magic of Savenda potatoes. They're not just a side dish, they're the heart and soul of your kitchen. Savenda, save nations, develop Africa.
It's a January back-to-school promotion bonanza at Darren Bay. Take advantage of our massive price discounts and turn your wonderful school-going kids into stars. With a cornrows hairstyle going at only 30 kwacha for kids below 13 years and 50 kwacha for kids above 13 years, your child is guaranteed that neat and trusted, classy look. This curly, knotless hairstyle is going for as little as 150 kwacha, from as high as 200 kwacha, wigs included. Now that's a classy saving. The sleek ponytail going at 80 kwacha from 120 kwacha makes your little one look like a true princess. Gift your pretty one with this lovely natural twist for as low as 60 kwacha from 100 kwacha, beads included. Now that's a cute saving. Your princess will look stunning in this curly ponytail at only 90 kwacha from the original 110 kwacha. Now that is a great deal. You will find us along Mosi Road, 4th Close, on the left after Kalikiliki Police Post in Ibex Hill, Lusaka. We are open from 0720 to 17 hours, 7 days a week. Call us for appointment bookings on 0772 870588 or WhatsApp on 0972 049213. Darren B, a touch of class.
Water is life. Each drop counts and each must be cherished. Our tried and tested product meets all international standards. With our smart drip technology, we aim to deliver precision irrigation designed to reduce blockage and wastage, ensuring a high yield. Renglow, your smart irrigation partner.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. A youth club in Isombo area of Lupososhi district in Northern Province has hailed the government for various empowerment programs. Fountain of Hope, which has ventured into a milling company to produce meal, is supplying the commodity to surrounding areas and nearby districts. Club chairperson Emmanuel Mulenga, however, says the club is facing the challenge of transport, labeling the product, and inadequate funds to boost production. Meanwhile, Walinde Ward Councillor Tyson Mwengwe is happy that the gesture by the government is a clear indication that it means well for all Zambians without leaving anyone behind.
Then na sample balisa baleteresha ndi kulaba problem yakwe bati ninkwata problem nde safira fine na isa as a group then na dira ati ninkwata ko problem like nimbulisha transport na pokelera ko emergency mo balanga fanga ba group pana bala mwana mosuru ine ngachako bati nasenda ku something tulasenda tuambire pali 1500 according na business of irene. So tatoa kwa specific amount yako bati so tulasenda according na business of irene ngafya babwino kakulako ngafya ba down kanono firafini.
So era chikankala sana kabina ito bene tubetotera na mufye community ne ile itotera pakalamba pali chipe i project by leta eko ndeso sana ati tulekabira okumuya ilibumba okulitungirira n'amaka bantu abantu balebomba ebintu bifire ekitika kabita bafumire mu nshirangeyo bakitire mu apply batire tupere tulelomba bwafuirisho bwa mpia nga batasenda loan yali na kipendo cha 200,000 tukachitamu efine ikishinka mba kutantiko yonse bile project proposal kyonse kibali no kushita efyo bashita kali pa mukumo ne fichiri fire bomba
to the youths. So we are very sure this project is doing well here actually in Sombo. And believe me, we are going to work together. We are going to help you with training, also link you to other funding that we have. Because under our ministry now, they have raised another funding under CEC, which we can now benefit up to 3 million so that we can expand this and start supplying milling this side. Otherwise, we are more than ready to work with you and to help government to implement this project that they have started.
The Anti-Corruption Commission, SEC, has arrested and charged Tobias Samalala, a court bailiff in Choma, for corrupt practices involving 7,000 kwacha. Commission's head of corporate communications, Timothy Mono, tells Camnet News in a statement that Tobias Samalala, 47, of Humba area in Choma, has been charged with 1 count of abuse of authority of office contrary to the laws of Zambia. Mr. Mono says between 1st November 2018 and 31st December 2019, Tobias, a court bailiff at Choma Subordinate Court in Choma, abused the authority of his office by demanding and receiving 7,000 kwacha from a named person who had been sued for an amount that was over and above the prescribed bailiff fees of 800 kwacha. Tobias has been released on bond and is expected to appear in court soon. The local authority in Mongo is urging the general public to comply with the measures implemented to control the spread of the cholera epidemic in the district. Council Chief Public Health Officer Samuel Munakayumbwa has urged traders to operate from designated areas to avoid cholera. More in the following report.
As the numbers of cholera cases continue to increase in Mongo district of Western Province, Mongo local authority have implemented several measures to combat the disease. However, some marketeers operating in Mongo Green Market have expressed mixed feelings about the measures taken, in particular the confiscation of their merchandise.
So, kwa manani kulekisa fande amusika na balugulelezi wa kanso kulirupangeni matebozi wakakulifa lunalukashwatala kifali koza kwaulwa banana uzikuluba kumanela kaimati kama bani berekire ili kutoa maohaba tumamboa kutoa maohaba tumatomato kutoa maohaba tulikaza kwa nakafa miroho likama nikafa balekisa luka apila chwani ntekeze andefa matafule matomato aluna maraisi aluna lutantekeze andefa matafule ni miroho aluna kono batolo wamwe atumatebo to aluna kuisa nilikaza nakafa kulwamwa kuisa wanakina kwa yabana bali koloko na full piece za bana balunda kono bali ba kulikolera ikalela na fafa sipini sabona sesa basira
zelu bilala luna kimubelekero wabakansulu bahanisa abantu mamikwakwa kulikimasira kono fo yemifa masibona chibini.
In an interview with Camnet News on Tuesday, Kayoyo Ward Councillor Tapalo shared his thoughts on the matter.
However,
I want to also urge the council workers that it is important, and we appreciate your efforts of going around to sensitize our people about this killer disease. What I want to share with you, comrades or colleagues, is that let's be mindful as we carry out this exercise that our people are stricken by poverty levels.
Meanwhile, Mongo Municipal Council Chief Public Health Officer Samuel Munukayumbwa explains that the council's aim is to stop street vending in order to curb the sale of ready-to-eat street food. He urged Mungu residents to maintain high levels of hygiene and avoid crowded places.
As we are aware, we have cholera now, and we are trying as much as we can be, as Mongo Municipal Council, to be very vigilant and help our people be prevented from the same cholera infection. As you may be aware, we've recorded a few cases now, and our idea is let's be vigilant and stop illegal trading and stop street vending in whatever form. As long as people are not trading from the markets, going to the streets, we'll keep on going there, to keep encouraging them to go in the markets. And this what we are doing now is now the enforcement part, where now we've done the education and now we have gone on where we are now confiscating the material, the same things that they are selling on the ground, just to send a message so that people can stop that.
To prevent the further spread of cholera in the district, the local authority has intensified waste collection in public places. Cherish Sibote for Camnet News.
This is Camnet Television Main News. We'll take our second and final break. We'll have more news in international sports news after the break.
It's a January back-to-school promotion bonanza at Darren Bay. Take advantage of our massive price discounts and turn your wonderful school-going kids into stars. With a cornrows hairstyle going at only 30 kwacha for kids below 13 years and 50 kwacha for kids above 13 years, your child is guaranteed that neat and trusted, classy look. This curly, knotless hairstyle is going for as little as 150 kwacha from as high as 200 kwacha, wigs included. Now that's a classy saving. The sleek ponytail going at 80 kwacha from 120 kwacha makes your little one look like a true princess. Gift your pretty one with this lovely natural twist for as low as 60 kwacha from 100 kwacha, beads included. Now that's a cute saving. Your princess will look stunning in this curly ponytail at only 90 kwacha from the original 110 kwacha. Now that is a great deal. You will find us along Mosi Road, 4th Close, on the left after Kalikiliki Police Post in Ibex Hill, Lusaka. We are open from 0720 to 17 hours, 7 days a week. Call us for appointment bookings on 0772 870588 or WhatsApp on 0972 049213. Darren B, a touch of class.
Water is life. Each drop counts and each must be cherished. Our tried and tested product meets all international standards. With our smart drip technology, we aim to deliver precision irrigation designed to reduce blockage and wastage, ensuring a high yield. Rain Glow, your smart irrigation partner.
We continue with the news. And now in international news, Israel intensified bombing and ground incursions in central and southern Gaza, with dozens killed in overnight attacks, including 15 from one family in Rafah city, an Israeli-declared safe zone. The Israeli army claims to be scaling down its military operation. but there is no sign of that for those on the ground. Here's a roundup of international news for more.
This is where families in Rafah come every day looking for their loved ones. The corpses of the dead have been mutilated by Israel's bombardment. The names written on the white sheets are the only way to identify the victims. Abu Abd was one of the first people to rush to join efforts to retrieve people trapped under the wreckage. He says at least 100 displaced civilians were seeking shelter in a building when it came tumbling down at night following relentless Israeli airstrikes.
What was their crime? Tell me, were they carrying weapons? Shame on all those who abandoned and betrayed us. Shame on those who are silent witnesses. Shame on Arab leaders. Tell me what these children and women did wrong to end up as body parts.
This is life in Gaza. Bereaved families saying farewell to their loved ones. With continuous Israeli attacks, leaving nowhere safe in Gaza, funeral ceremonies are kept short and bodies are rushed to cemeteries. The death toll among civilians is on the rise. Most of them are women and children. Despite international condemnation, Israel insists it will continue the war until Hamas is defeated.
We are not murderers or terrorists. If they exterminate Gaza and the resistance, God will sprout in this land. And we say that Gaza is the graveyard of the invaders.
No one here believes this war is anywhere near ending. The death and destruction in Gaza are unprecedented, and for these people, it's too painful to bear.
A court in the Nigerian capital, Abuja, has awarded the sum of $100,000 in damages to Godwin Emefiele, the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, for his unlawful detention. The judge, Olukayode Adeniyi, ruled that the Department of State Services, DSS, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC's detention of Emefiele in the course of their investigation was a violation of his rights to liberty. The judge gave the ruling on Monday in a suit brought by Emefiele challenging his detention for several weeks by the EFCC. The EFCC is currently prosecuting the former CBN chief on procurement fraud charges. An investigator appointed by the Nigerian government said he discovered how billions of naira were allegedly stolen by Mr. Emefiele and other officials from the CBN's accounts. Emefiele vehemently denied the allegations and threatened the legal action to clear his name.
In his fourth Mid-East tour since the Israeli-Palestinian conflict flared up again, the U.S. Secretary of State met with the Palestinian president on Wednesday. Antony Blinken is set to seek governance reforms while meeting with the head of the Palestinian National Authority, Mahmoud Abbas. The U.S. top diplomat looks to rally the region behind post-war plans for Gaza, which should include concrete steps towards a Palestinian state. Blinken's approach faces serious obstacles, though. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government is adamantly opposed to the creation of a Palestinian state neighboring Israel. Mahmoud Abbas, whose government exercises limited rule in the occupied West Bank, has reaffirmed that the Gaza Strip is an integral part of the Palestinian state. During his visit on Wednesday, Blinken also met with the Secretary General of the Executive Committee of the PLO, the party of late Yasser Arafat, the Nobel Peace Prize laureate and first president of the Palestinian National Authority.
And in our sports news tonight, FIFPro and the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup Copper Queens players have signed a 4-year image rights collective agreement worth $100,000, about 2.6 million kwacha. The deal means that FIFPro, a global union for professional footballers working with local affiliate footballers, and Allied Workers Union of Zambia, FAWUZ, will grant the players' body the right to use the image rights for the permitted purpose until the next FIFA Women's World Cup in 2027. Every year, FIFPro will disburse the $25,000 to FAWUZ for distribution to 25 players who include Copper Queens Vice Captain Grace Chanda and goalkeeper Hezo Nali. Speaking at the check presentation of the first of the four $25,000 to be distributed annually, FAS General Secretary Ruben Kamanga thanked FIFPro and FAWUZ for the landmark payout, which is the first ever payout for a national team in Zambia. The image rights deal will benefit 24 players of the women's football team, which include 3 goalkeepers, 9 defenders, 7 midfielders, and 5 strikers. To end Camnet television news, the top stories once again. 300 gender-based violence survivors in Lusaka's Kanyama constituency to benefit from CDF. Mr. Zambia welcomes government's move to waive off tax on broadcasting equipment. Government note to close bars and restaurants complying with the set cholera guidelines. In international news, Israel bombs the south and kills dozens. And in sports news, FIFPro, Copper Queens signed $100,000 image rights deal. Our Camnet verse of the day is coming from the book of Isaiah 42, verse 9. See, the former things have taken place, and new things I declare. Before they spring into being, I announce them to you. On that note, we'll come to the end of the news tonight. My name is Jeffrey Zambo, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.